People say it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I don't really love that phrase. I like to say it's what you know and who you meet and cultivate relationships with. And that cultivate part can be really, really important because those little sparks of taking a class with someone or knowing someone from a conference can really grow, but only if you maintain a relationship. And so often we get these small opportunities. We'll get invited to pitch somewhere, or we'll meet someone. We could follow up and maybe ask them a question, and they might turn into a mentor. But we fail to make a list of the contacts we meet, the writers, editors, even sources for stories if you're doing any kind of journalistic work, or people who are in your cohort, who are rising up with you, maybe taking classes or in your MFA, especially professors who teach in your MFA. These all become part of your creative community, and you never know what will come down the line when they might be looking for someone to be a reader at a literary magazine, or someone to take over an assignment they can't do, or they're looking for, a call to pitch and they have an email of friends they're going to invite. You want to be in the mix with other people because people are going to be your readers, people are going to be your editors, and people are going to be the ones who publish you. So it's really important to keep in touch and maintain a list of all the people you know in the industry. So even if you feel like, I don't know that many people, let's get started. So here we are in the Writers Mission Control Center under My Contacts, and you can create this same kind of information database in a spreadsheet if you'd like. And so what we like to keep track of is the courtesy title. People are using these less and less these days, but sometimes it's just good to know. First name, last name, pretty simple. Title and their role. So for the role, I like to put in something like editor, a source, a colleague, or even maybe writing hero, who knows? And one thing that's really important is that you want to keep track of who you want to keep in touch with. As I said, it's who you meet and cultivate relationships with. And having a reminder to keep in touch is so important because it's very easy to just not keep in touch with people. These can be a simple one-sentence email. Hey, haven't talked to you in a bit. How are things? Hey, I read this article or this story. I thought you might like it. Hey, I'm in your city. How are things? Just keep up twice a year sometimes, or every quarter or monthly. And then you want to select what publication or organization they're with, industry, email, telephone number, Twitter handle, X, whatever. And then you don't have to have their address, of course, but I always like to fill in the city because when I'm going, for example, to New York or to Seattle, I want to say, oh, I'm going to Seattle, who should I plan to meet up with? And then notes can be kind of nice to keep track of, oh, hey, their, children's names are XYZ, or we met at a conference and we said we might work together on something, or we took that class together at the Loft, something like that. And when you have a list of people you can do things like, let's say you have a book coming out and you want to email people who support you. Boom, you can make a list out of that. Let's say that you're looking to put together a workshop and you want to find other writers to workshop with. You can look here. It just brings in these resources and hones in your network. And your network is really important. I found that more than I thought would be true in writing. So now you understand why it's important to keep your contacts straight, and I would just encourage you to make a list of the people that you know, anyone you've taken a class with, anyone you've learned from, things like that. And I'll see you tomorrow for our last day to discuss how to keep track of any opportunities that come your way.